Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gerse and today I'm bringing you another Palia tour and excited to be back. Is sometimes tours go, they take a little pause, people are rebuilding, people are redoing stuff, or people are buying new plots and they're redoing everything, creating new masterpieces, and that is what we are going to be discovering here today. We are in the plot of Janin, and I'm so excited to see another take of another outdoor wedding venue, and it's so exciting. And one of the first things, as soon as I landed and I saw the entrance, I was like wow. I like one of the biggest takeaways for me when I see this entrance, you see the beautiful archway, right, with the stones, but it's not just the archway, it's the way the wood looks through the middle, and then you see the orange of the tree. I think that is like so clever, so well done. And then the lamps are hanging. It's just beautiful. It is stunning, and it's a combination of everything, and it's just takes your breath away. It really does. And I'm like, wow, it's just that attention to detail just in this area alone tells you how good this plot is gonna be, right? But one of the other things that we always want to do is always take a look towards the left and towards the right, to see what the plot is going to be like, right? And look at the beautiful fence, look at the string of light, look at how much nature there is, and the gardening, the flowers, the bushes, the color, and the tree. There is trees everywhere. There is an outdoor wedding. Now, the good thing about an outdoor wedding, right? And I prefer this type than the other one that doesn't have any trees, because sometimes it gets hot and you are looking for the shade and there's no shade. And the last thing you want to do is on a wedding and start sweating all over your clothes, right? So this is an amazing plot to right now for you to contact Jenny and book your wedding, because look at all this amazing shade. It's going to keep you nice and cool. I promise. I promise. Okay. So as you can see, we have a beautiful entryway, a beautiful fencing. One of the other things that I'm really liking is when I come over here and I see the torches, the fire right here in this particular sections like this. I think that is a nice touch, and I like the spacing in between them. I think the spacing is really, really great. And the way it works is you got your fire, 3 blocks, and then you got the string of lights that I think that is really nice. And then again, 3 blocks, and then you got the archway with the fire, and repeat and do it again all across the area, and it gives you this beautiful fence. And then on the top of the fencing you see all the bushes, and it's just, again, I do feel like this particular design is nice and simple, but at the same time it's elegant, also fits the outdoor atmosphere that is being done here. It's a very nice design, very well done. And as you can see, as it's getting darker, that fire really pops and it starts looking really, really nice. Okay, so one of the first thing is, there is no way to go about it. You need to really take in this beautiful entryway. And again, the wall of the trees right here, the strings of light. And not just that, let's turn down the camera a little bit and look at the lights going all the way down. Now, the great thing is sometimes if you get it just right, like this, it's just perfect, right? It's just nice. And even if you go like this, you start seeing more of the lights, or go over here. So it's going to be depending up to you, like if that is something for you or not, if it's going to bother you. That is a very different take. I like it. I like what she has done here a lot. And then we're going to go right over here. So the framing is really good with the tree. You get the beautiful stone archway, right? And look at the purple just really coming out to full bloom right here. And look at the bottom. So we're going to take a little pause right here, because again, it's the details that really take this plot to another level, right? Look at the beautiful surrounding on the bottom of the archway. We got the beautiful flower, but then there is this like coming out like this. So it's not just straight out and then just doing like a little L shape. It is curving. It's giving this little opening, and at the same time it's guiding you in. Now, as it's guiding you in, if you see it right here, look at the sides and everything of the walkway. Very beautiful. In between the areas, we got more of that stone platform, so you don't see any grass. Very beautiful. On the archway, we got candles on both sides, looking magnificent. If you look over here, we do have a way to go down there, so we'll check that out in just a moment. And on this side, again, we have another opening, take you to the other side of the plot. Right now, we're going to be taking down just the middle because it is fantastic. Okay, so we're going to raise the camera just a little bit over here so we don't have that little interruption of the camera going in and out too much. But look at the flooring. Now, I think the flooring out here, specifically this outdoor flooring, looks really nice. The way she's incorporated with also the copper walls on the side. Again, sometimes doing temperature color, color matching, doing a whole color scheme is very important. And right now, this floor with the copper walls on the side really brings it all together. Now, the other thing is that the purple actually is going very well here. Like, I really like this color scheme that we got going on here with the white and the grayish, right? Kind of give you that little marble feel to it. Then you got the gray and the purple. And if you look at the whole color palette, looks fantastic. Something that she's done really well again is picking flowers that stay in that color range. So you got your blues, you got your pink, you got your purple, and you got your white. And then for a hint on the warm tones, you got a little bit of yellow that also goes with the gold and the copper that is going on here. So again, fantastic. And then when you look at the top, then you got this full-blown feel of just the warm tones going all across the wood, and it's just fantastic. It matches the lamp. It's, again, very well designed, and the color palette here is truly excellent. It's truly on point. Now, as you can see, we got vases on the floor as well, just giving you that beautiful look. Over here, we got more fire. I really like the fire so far in this plot. It's really coming out beautifully, and again, surrounded with the flowers. What a nice touch. I really love everything right here. And then over here, this is something that, again, I want you guys to take a little note and maybe take inspiration. You know, we go through all these plots and people do this a lot, but sometimes we forget, unless you're gonna make a walkway to go in and out, this is a really great way to kind of make it feel like, hey, you can't walk that way, right? We got the fire, we got the tree, and we also got the flowers surrounding it on the front and on the back. So it makes a statement that, hey, you're not supposed to walk through here. And I think it makes it more clean, it makes it more finished, and again, it just looks wonderful. It truly looks spectacular. And when you look at the other side, she did the same thing. It's beautiful. Now, if you have a beautiful backdrop, again, you don't have to put many things. One tree like this does the trick, because then you can see back there as well. All right, so we're gonna continue to walk over here. Now, this door, if I remember right, what Janine told me, is this will lead you to kind of like the reception area. So we continue to walk over here, and it's just absolutely stunning. You see the torches as well. Really great touch to add the torches. I really like this a lot with the lamp. It's just beautiful. And as you can see, we're in the nighttime and everything is so well illuminated. It feels like we are in daylight, but it's not daylight. And it's, again, it's such a beautiful tone as well. It doesn't feel over light or blown out. It's just beautiful lighting illuminating the walkway, and you know, beautiful walkway in and out all the way. Now we got the purple over here with a pergola looking great, and this will lead you into the different rooms down to see. Now, something that I like to do, I like to look at the inside of the houses later on, unless it's something that we need to look right away. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn back over here, and now we're gonna go to different sides. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go towards the right side. We're gonna take all of this in right over here. And I like that when you come into the plot, it gives you options, right? So you have the all the way down. You can go left or you can go right. So we're gonna go right at this very moment. And look at the way they made the entrance. Again, just very subtle, but it really tells you this is an entrance. Now, something that I really like about this entrance as well is it's nice and simple, but look at the color pop. Boom. You get that tree right there, already making a statement of where you're coming through. So I really like this. It's just, it gives you that really pack of color. And then when you go over here, you can feel the open area. And look at this. Now we do have a kind of like a little trail kind of leading you to the area that you need to go. We got beautiful pine trees. We have another beautiful opening right over here leading you the way, like, hey, this is another entrance. And I really like the way these two trees are facing each other, making that trunk frame, but then adding the frame. Really beautiful. I really like this a lot. And then we got the beautiful fountain. Now the fountain is also what it's doing here is helping kind of make a little fence, knowing that, hey, you gotta supposed to go through here. So when we go through here, look at the way this opens up, and then we get this nice open field area. Now you get the beautiful grass, you get the flowers. This is an area where people can run, people can hang out, just people be here. You know, this is, you know, it is a wedding. So people like to go around, hang out with their friends, find perfect spots so they can share story and talk about it. And I really like this area. And look at the beautiful seating, outdoor seating that we got. And again, this is just really well done. Look at the way she's dividing the back wall with all the dividers. And again, she's choosing this one because it blends so well with the plot. And I think that is key. Now, if you also wanted to make it really feel like a wall, you could do that. But it's a very subtle hint when it comes the way she is dividing the plot with all those dividers. So again, really great choice. And it just blends in. If you're looking for it, you see it. And if you're not looking for it, it just blends right with the background. So I really like that a lot. Now we have this beautiful seating area. This is something very popular that we see a lot in Palia tours. And again, nice and round. Really like this design. And it's one of my favorite things when I go to plot to see. It gives you like this beautiful idea of seating all the way around the tree. And then we got a lot of the swing benches right over here. So again, very wedding-like, especially if you've been to outdoor weddings. I've been to a few, and they always have sections like this. And I really like it. And again, under the trees, nice little breeze. It doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better. So let's backtrack right over here again. I'm gonna go through the little walkway right here. And now we're gonna get to this section here. And look at this. I really like the curtains over here. Now, these curtains have done so much for the game. The way people are making new entryways and stuff like that I love it. I love it. And again, this is something that I'm liking to see here. And look at the way this opens up. Now we have a beautiful bed over here. And look at this. Look at this. Now, this could be ideal for you or maybe not. I mean, I like a little privacy. So it's a little too open for me. But if you like the nature, you like the outdoor, you feel comfortable, then maybe this room is right for you, right? But other than that, look at how beautiful it is being made over here. The way it's going in circle with all the furniture right on point. There's nice spacing. Nothing feels cluttered. Everything feels like it's in its proper place. Again, the blending of the flowers, the plant, the flower pots, the furniture, the color theme in here matches everything that we saw on the outside, matching everything on the inside, and it's just flowing. And look at the two little sitting chairs right there with a table, the little aquariums in the back. Again, nice little area. And I like seeing stuff like this. This is something that everyone does very different when it comes to this Palia structure, and they take it to a different direction and different ways to approach it. And again, this is another great idea how people make rooms. Now all the people cover the wall, and over here we left it open because it's more, it just kind of goes. I can see why the decision of keeping all of it open is there, you know. I really like it. Okay, so we're gonna go back over here, and this will lead us to another swing bench out here, and then another opening area right over here. So we got the dual fountain scenario. So we got one fountain there, one fountain here. Now, another thing that I noticed in this plot already, it feels very big in a different way, right? Because the way she's putting the tree, it's like I gotta take a panning effort to go over here or come over here to see this section. That means that I'm not seeing everything in one shot. That sometimes makes it feel a little bit smaller. I had to go to a specific area to see this very good. Go over here, see, and it makes it feel like you're walking more across the plot. So really cool effect. I really like that a lot. Now, we're going underneath the beautiful walkway over here. Check this out. And look at this other walkway over here. So we saw that other side over here. We have a sitting area, but this really is really nice. So let's talk about this framing here, because this is really good. So we got two different trees. They're in a little angle, right? And it's giving you the illusion of this opening, right? So we got the opening, and then you're gonna go, and then you're gonna curve in. Now the entrance is a little sideways. So the first time that you see this entrance, it is in an angle, right? And look at how beautiful that is. You're not seeing it from the front, you're seeing it in an angle. And I really like what she's done over here, you know, because you can see the width, you can see the dividers, you can see all the plants, all the bushes, the little two marble pillars with the bush in there. It just looks incredible. And then the lights looks really nice. So what a great way when you come in here to give you this. Really nice, really nice. So now we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna go through here. I love this right there. It's so cute. It's like in love. A wedding venue. And look at the two little deers right here. They're in love. They're in love. Okay. So now this little to outdoor area. Now this is like a little hot tub, jacuzzi area. You know, again, this side of the property is, you know, for the newlyweds, right? You know, they're in love, and you know, they're in the outdoor atmosphere right now. And again, beautiful entryway. I like the way she's doing the curtain. Or we're already seeing the new color palette going on. But now this one, again, you know, you're in a hot tub bath area. So I like that we got a little more privacy, right? I mean, you could come over here with a bathing suit if you needed to. But if you're newlywed, most likely you would not be wearing a bathing suit. So I like that they are giving us a little bit of more privacy right over here, so you can enjoy your time together. So really nice. And again, the color theme is really good. I like what she's doing with the curtains right over here. You see this beautiful sequence, warm and cool, and it just keep going. And in between them, she got decorations with the lamp, bringing the light in here. Now on the bottom, we got some candles, and again, gives you this little romantic atmosphere. And again, same thing surrounding the hot tub. It's about the romance, right? It is a wedding plot, and you can feel that in here. I really love this. I like the whole concept that's going on here. Now we do have a little upstairs section here, so we're gonna jump over here. This would test their partnership skills right over here. And then we got the little massage area. So you know what, I may need one of those. How can I book one, Janet? You know, it'd be nice to get a little relaxation. You know, I think I need one. So Janet, book me one, so I can come over here and get one. But look at how beautiful. Now this is really cool. I like when people use a little bit on the top of these gazebos, and they make this right. And this one's actually, I like this one a lot because it's spacious, it feels comfortable, and it feels like it truly belongs up here. So really great job, Johnny, when it comes to that. You know, it feels spacious, it doesn't feel too cramped, it doesn't feel like you just got up here and you're like, you know, you're like little tight. So I like this a lot. Really well done. And again, the copper wall, perfect choice. It's just perfect choice. All right, so we're gonna go down, and again, very beautiful. Love the white carpet just leading you into there. And again, the framing of everything, truly on point. Okay, so we're gonna go on towards this direction right over here. I want to make sure there's nothing behind it. It doesn't seem like there's anything behind it over here. And this takes you to the building that we're gonna go see later on. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back to the front on the entryway, and we're gonna go towards now towards the left. So this is where we came in, this is where we arrived. So now we are going to go left, and as you can see, everything still looks spot on at night. Now as you can see, we're gonna start slowly turning into the day, so a little bit of the lighting will change. So we're gonna see how this plus soul is gonna start looking in the day, but at night it looks spectacular. I really love the way this just feels, the way we go into like this little tonal effect, the way the viewing, but you can't see on top. Everything on top is like covered, you can't see it. The sides are also kind of already kind of fencing with all these logs. I really like that as well. They basically tell you, hey, follow the path and it will take you where you need to go. I really like that. And you see the tree next to it, you see all the plants, the life, it's just every so good. The lighting, spectacular. I mean, look at the blams right here, just really giving you this beautiful view. This is just a beautiful walkway. It is beautiful, right? And I really like it because she has really concentrating on really letting people know this is the walkway. It's not for you to jump over here, jump over there and get distracted. This is the walkway. So you imagine like a wedding venue, right? They got those walkway. People can't really walk on the side, get over here, get on the grass, get on the flower field. It's not for that, right? It's meant for everything to look beautiful, and you got your specific areas to walk. And I really feel that here. So again, I love it. I love it a lot. So, and as you're walking, then you get like this view of this beautiful fountain. Now, something here that I really like is because we got that building back there, and then the fountain, and then they put the wallpaper with the vine. It's just spectacular, really spectacular. Really like that a lot. We continue the pathing. As you can see, everything is still leading you to one specific direction, and look at how nice. Now we get into the wedding venue area, and look how it opens up. Now this is one of my favorite things when we do in the tours. It just depends on how it's done. Sometimes it's this big, sometimes it's a focal point, depending on what. And the great thing about this tonal effect, right, it's a very narrow viewing point, right? You're viewing it like this, but as soon as you start stepping out, it opens up, and it gives you this whoa feel, right? And that is, I feel, because I hit it a little bit and I turned back, and that is what we're about to hit. So here we go. We're gonna walk over here, and you see we're still in this tunnel because you see everything on the side. We got tree, we got the logs, but watch this. As we walking through here, look how everything starts opening up. Now we have the top, we got the sides, and then we enter the venue area. Now again, it's still secluded with the woods, right? But out of nowhere, you went like a tunnel, and then it just kind of open up, and you enter this beautiful area here that is like a little circle, like hidden in the woods. I really like that feel. She continues to keep that tree line going, but you see how the tree line opens up, right? It starts going towards the side, and it starts making a beautiful circle. Look at the tree line, look at the pine. It goes around, comes back around again as it's finished, and then it meets with the wood, with the logs, and it ends, and again, in the entryway, exit or entryway right over here. So beautiful, beautiful. Now what they're doing over here, they're using the new elevator plots right over here to give you this beautiful effect. This is one, again, I still say it's one of the best things that Palia added to take away that whole flat look always from the plots, and now have a natural feel of things going up in the plot. So I really like this. We got the carpet, we got the leaves everywhere, makes it feel very natural, very forest vibe, and we are in an outdoor wedding. So, and then again, the leaves looks actually beautiful, you know. It's just, it really adds to the atmosphere. We got the lights, we got two beautiful fountains, as you can see, and then we get to the back over here. Now this is a very kind of a little different take. Like we got two chairs for the bride and groom right over here, you know, for the wedding couple. Right here, just kind of like together sitting. That's a different take, you know. Sometimes some weddings are long and we may be sitting, but the couples are standing up. This is a good idea for those people that have that type of long wedding. Keep that in mind, you know, keep it in mind. Over here, we got the beautiful area where they're gonna be doing all the dialogue right back here. And I really like the composition, really great done. Look at the stones in the background behind the fountains. Beautiful touch, the beautiful purple, the canopy of trees. Really, really, you can't see back there. So it gives you that beautiful wall. And then when you look on the opposite direction, look at this. Okay, if this was done on purpose, really great job. We have a beautiful opening here. I thought we were going to be blocked, but it's not blocked. Look at this view. You know, I'm going to stand right here. Do you need to get married? Do you want me to host a ceremony? I'm ready. I'm ready. Put it down in the chat. We come over here. We host your ceremony right here. A wedding by GerseGames. Here we are. Are you ready? Are you ready? But look at this. Looks really nice. Another great thing about this, when you think about the wedding venue that this was made, you can see that this is more of a small, intimate wedding. This is more for your family and closest friend. Not many chairs, just enough to get the loved ones that you want. You want something more intimate. You want something a little more private. And I feel like this plot really gives you that and gives you that feeling. So I really like that a lot. You know, we've been to other ones that there's a lot of chairs. It looks very impressive, very grand. But this one is more in the more of that cozy, intimate setting, friends, family, and very close friends, right? Like those 2-3 really tight friends that you have. They're invited. You got your mom and dad, your sisters, both sides of the family, and then bam, and you got this beautiful wedding. All right, so right behind over here, we take this passage over here, and this is gonna take us to a little more of this other section. So we got more open area. We got this beautiful fountain design. I really like all the lights, the string lights just going in different directions, just kind of giving you different entryways. So we got this entryway, we got this one, we go this way, and then we can kind of loop around here. We got this beautiful garden in shape of a heart. Look at this. That's so good. And I like the lights in the middle, really bringing the heart to life because it's full of joy. It's a wedding day. It's a wedding day. Of course, it's going to be full of joy. It seems like over here, we got the dance floor. It's party central right over here. Now, something that we need to talk about, not just the floor design, because the floor design looks really cool. I like the way everything's clipping in. It's give you this, but it's the design that she's doing with the stone block. Now, this looks really cool. It's very outdoorsy, very stone, very rustic. I really like it. I feel like I'm seeing something from like Scotland, Ireland, something over there, right? When you see those massive pillars and people build that stuff in the old days and really outdoorsy. But then when you come in, it feels really nice. You got the lights, you got the open dance floor, you got the jukebox. I love all the plants hanging around, and then the candle lights just beautifully in every stone pillar. Again, it's just absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning. Really love this a lot, and it's just great. Now, I love the seating all the way around and then keeping everything open. And if you look up, then we got this open, so you can dance in the moonlight, or if it's daylight, then you can dance in the daylight and you're good. But if you're the romantic type, then dancing in the moonlight, full moon beaming down, boom, moonlight hitting on you as you're dancing with your loved one. I mean, can it get better? Can it get any better? That is just the best. Okay, so then we come back out here, and then we hit this other little area over here. We got the conservatory over here. Now, I was told that there's a little gap over here. I want to see if there's anything back here. No, but it was just for me if I needed to get back here. So we got the conservatory right over here, and we're gonna go in, and it seems like this is where, again, nice, small, very intimate. You got the couple right over here. You know, it's time to eat, and then after eat, we dance to burn it off. So, you know, so you want to eat. Look at the beautiful table. Again, look at the curtains here. This is such a different. The conservatory looks so different compared with everything that I've seen. And the curtains, the wallpaper really brings it to life. I really like that a lot. The food in the back, the table in the front for the couple, and then the 2 tables for the family, right? One side, the family, the friend, maybe the bride, the groom, bride, you know, whichever form this is set up for. You know, you can put the groom over here or the bride over there, or groom, you know, whichever way you want to, or mix up the families, right? So they can all meet with one another. Really nice. And I like we got like the bottles of the drinks over there, the hot food over there, beautiful fountain. Again, keeping that intimate setting that I think is very gorgeous of what you're doing here. And small weddings are really nice. I mean, they're really nice. Okay, so then you come over here, and then you got, now that people are celebrating, the festivities are happening, people are dancing, maybe some people are still talking, some people want to go outside because it got maybe a little stuff in there, you know, a lot of people, a lot of stuff happen, you know, a lot of conversation, so maybe you need a little fresh air, you come out here, and now you can sit in, you can have your dessert, you can have your little cup of coffee and dessert, because, you know, you deserve that, you know. And maybe you're over here now, the couple, the wedding couple, are celebrating and dancing with friends and family over there. And then, you know, people come over here, and you can take beautiful pictures right here with a beautiful fountain. You stand over here, you got a nice backdrop from this angle, you can do this angle right over here, you know, and you take your pictures. Maybe you want to come over here and take a picture with them like this, you know. It's wedding day. But again, beautiful way, beautiful arrangement. I really like the fountain over here. And again, and there's something about the openness that she's leaving, all this beautiful grass for people to walk around, kind of like a real wedding venue, outdoor wedding venue. Sorry, I'm trying to say it right. Now, I do like how she's dividing areas with the natural look, with the pines and the logs and the rock. I think she's doing a fantastic job when it comes there, because it makes you want to go in different directions. Like, we got these natural walkways. So really well done when it comes to that. Okay, so now we're gonna walk, and now we're gonna go into the main building. Now, the main building was the reception area, and look at now in the daylight. This is just stunning. I just want to say, like, I love it like this. I love it like that. We can walk sideways, and look at how lovely this looks. It is such a beautiful walkway. I'm in love with it. I'm in love. Now, something, again, I don't think I mentioned it now, and for some reason, maybe it's hitting me different because of different light. But I like when you get over here and you start hitting the building, really clever. It's all the vine, so you forget that there's a buildings on the side. It just still feels like it's still part of nature. So really, if it wasn't for that window, the illusion would have been almost perfect, right? Because you kind of cutting through here, right? And then, like right here, if it wasn't for that window, it feels like you're still in the woods. It's really cool. I really like the feel. Really great job on this, Janet. And then when you get closer, everything just blends together so nicely. So nicely. Now we got 3 doors right here, one on the side and the front. So we're gonna go straight down the middle, and then we'll see where those the other 2 doors, where we find them on the inside. So now once the door open, again, this is the reception. This is where probably everybody's coming in first. Everybody's gathering here, family and friends. You come over here, you want to sign the guest book, which the couple will. Maybe leave a beautiful message. And look at the color scheme right over here. We got this beautiful purple welcoming you area. We got the desk, we got the chair, we got the books. Really like that wallpaper right there. It goes great with the theme, kind of elegant, goes great with the purple. As we keep turning the camera around, you can see the way it's decorated, and it really feels like a reception area, right? Maybe some of the party members are waiting right here. There's other seating over there. So again, and this is also an area where maybe the bride and the groom in different sections also maybe getting ready. We'll discover that in just a moment. Now, after you sign in your book and you're good to go, you want to come over here. We got, again, I like how people are doing these curtains for the doorways. Really great. And the white looks excellent. And over here, you got the bartender, and you go, hey, yo, hit me with a V8. I'm here. I need my energy for the wedding. So, you know, you get your drink. Maybe you're a little package before the wedding and you don't want to faint of joy, right? So maybe you want a little taco, maybe you grab a little hot dog, a little bit ahead of schedule, but you want to have your energy because your best friend's getting married and life is gonna change forever. All that hangout time that you were having, hey, now it's gonna be a couple hangout, right? So so you need that. I love the design of the lamps in the back, really well done. That is incredible, putting all those lamps together to create that beautiful shape. And then the little triangle pieces, really magnificent. That looks incredible. I love the way you're clipping that into the window right there. The pipes in the wall looks fantastic. And then we get another room, but we got more people sitting area. This leads you to the outdoor that we've been here before. So we're gonna go in the back. I love this natural hallway right over here. Great transition. Love the wallpaper. Really good. Leads you to this beautiful blue area right here. And now I feel like it could be one of the rooms. Feels more maybe like the groom. Maybe this is the groom or the guy's room where they're gonna change, the groomsman, the best man, whichever. And you got your wardrobe, you're hanging out, a little table, you got that blue color. So I think all of this fits very well. And you're waiting now, and normally, now you're just nervous waiting for the time that you're supposed to go out there and get ready to get married, right? So yes. So now we're gonna go on this direction this way. And now we get the other area. Now this area, you can see it feels a little more relaxed, a little more, you're gonna lay down on the beautiful sofa, relax, slow down your nerves right over here. And I hear maybe like the bride could be on this side over here and the bridal party over here. And look at that. I feel like they definitely got the best rooms. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at how beautiful that is. Love the curtain. Really beautiful. The plant life in diagonal right here. The lamp in the floor. And look at how beautiful this. Now, one of the things that really stand out right away is all those candles. The beautiful light that's coming from the floor down, illuminated that middle of the wall looks fantastic. Then you got this greenery. Definitely a bridal room right over here. And look at all the beautiful plant, the beautiful bouquet. This room must smell beautiful with all these flowers over here. And you gotta relax, take it in yourself. You gotta put that bridal dress on, get all of that going. Maybe you got the bridal party over here hanging out. I really like this room a lot. Again, I really like the way the lights are changing the color of the wallpaper. This is really smart the way it's being done here. Keeping it dark on the top so you get this really dark tone of purple, but on the bottom, because of the light, as it goes down, it gets lighter and then warm. It's really nice. I really love that effect. Really great done. And then over here, we also got another beautiful entryway with the little curtains. I really like the design. Really, Janet, just stealing the show here. And then we go through here and feel this. Now, I love this. I think that way nobody has cold feet. You come over here and get your feet warm again. We don't need cold feet. Make them warm, relax with a little hot bath right before you say I do, So yeah, so we got this beautiful area over here. And again, you need to do your makeup, all this, get fixed up, look very nice. You got a full length mirror here, looking beautiful. And again, the whole plot, the whole inside matches the atmosphere. And look, I love this. I love that, like the paper wall, but you actually got glass in the window. Fantastic. The pipes, there's a lot of details in here with the torches, everything just illuminating. The color, the lighting is really good. The floor is really good. The way the transitioning from one color palette to another color palette to a different, transitioning from one type of room to another room is perfectly done. Janine always kills it when we see her plots and tours like this, and of course, I mean, who doesn't need a little snack? You gotta can go out there and stomach. Again, you don't want your stomach to be growling in your wedding. So a little cake doesn't hurt anybody, right? I like that. Beautiful just stunning, just beautiful and impressive as always. And guys, this is the plot. This is an outdoor wedding venue, looking amazing, looking stunning, very intimate for close and family right here. And I love it. I love plots like this, venue like this, and a whole different way to do a wedding venue. It's incredible, and I love that. I hope that this has inspired you. It gives you idea, makes you want to build, maybe unlock another plot, do it all over, maybe take down everything you've done and do something like this, something that will inspire you. That way you feel refreshed and new as you build and decorate in the world of Palia. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like right now, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all on the next video. Alright guys, see you later. Bye.